India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTS Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you.
From Agni of the Vedic Hindus to the Roman Vulcan, from the Mayan Huracan to Lokpal of the Mahayana Buddhists, fire has been worshipped by people across civilizations, across centuries, throughout the world, for its many, many properties. And maybe us adventurers should start worshipping a fire god. It boils our water, cooks our food, keeps us warm, dries our clothes, keeps predators away. And it's almost like a living thing with its crackling sounds and licking flames. Don't underestimate the importance of fire. Take a look.
Fire is one of the most important essentials in the outdoors. Even if you are not lost or in a self-reliant survival situation, you will need a fire to cook your food, to boil your water, to dry your clothes, and to keep you warm. A fire will also keep predators away from your campsite. All animals are afraid of forest fires, and your campfire reminds them of that. A fire is also a good friend to carry on a conversation with. No wonder it has often been called nature's television by adventurers. However, you need to know where to build a fire, how to build a fire, where to light a fire, where not to light a fire, and what kind of fire to build.
Even if it's not cold, you need a fire. If it is cold, it'll keep you warm, but otherwise, it'll cook your food, it'll boil your water, it'll keep predators away. Before you light your fire, you'll need to be able to build one. There are lots of ways you can build fire, but there are essentially 4 common ways in which one can build a fire, depending on the environment you're in, depending on the resources that are available to you. These 4 are a lean-to, a teepee, a pyramid, and a cross ditch. You can see them in front of me. That's a lean-to fire, where you have a base and you have the other twigs, logs, and other fuel, which would be leaning into each other on a central platform. That's a lean-to fire. This is a teepee fire, where it's conical and it's moving up, and it'll burn. As it burns, the fire will fall inside. The pyramid fire is, you lay out the logs, the branches, perpendicular to each other on each layer on top of the other, with the thickest layer, the thickest logs at the bottom layer. A pyramid fire does not require too much nurturing, and the top layer, as it burns, will feed the layer below it, and it'll keep burning down, and pretty much without nurturing, without adding any fuel, it'll last through the night. That's a cross ditch. I haven't put any firewood on that, but what you do there is dig out a cross in the ground and put the fire, to build the fire in the center of it. Now what the ditch will do is feed the flame with the wind. Ensure that the alignment of the ditch is in alignment with the wind. So as the wind comes, it'll feed the fire, it'll go under the fire, feed it, and keep the flame going. So these are essentially 4 different ways with which you can build a fire. These are small fires. They don't have too much fuel, so these won't last too long. You need to add bigger logs and make the fire a little larger for it to last 5, 6, 7 hours throughout the night. Just remember, build a fire as big as your needs, as big as your requirements. There's an old Indian saying, Indian builds small fire, sit close. White man build big fire, sit far. Build a fire as big as your requirements to heat your water, cook your food, give you warmth and shelter. So these are some ways to build a fire.
Be careful with fire. It can be a friend, but it can be the cause for a lot of destruction. Be careful.
Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTS Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.